Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So I actually posted it on my TikTok and asked you guys to comment questions and stuff for me to answer for this YouTube video. So yeah, so let's get started. So the first question is from Princess Amina. And her question is, what's your favorite thing to do other than to hang out with Blake? So I think when I'm not hanging out with Blake. If she's like with her grandparents or something, I usually like to go with my friends or go out to eat with my mom. That's usually what I like to do, or obviously record a YouTube video or work on YouTube. That's pretty much what I like to do on my free time. My next question, there's so many comments. The next question is from Nevi_2017. She actually has two. So her first question is, where do you think you would be right now if Blake wasn't here? So if Blake wasn't here, I would probably be away at college and joining their cheer team and stuff. And yeah, I think I would just pretty much be away at college and working, of course. I think it wouldn't be much of a change besides being away at college, but I might not even have been away. I probably would have been local with my friends. So I think that's the answer to that one. But her second question is, was there any other names you were thinking about? I was actually thinking about the name Renee. I just love that name, and it's my middle name and my mom's middle name, so yeah, but I chose Blake. It wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know when you buy a dress for, let's say, prom or homecoming, and you've had it for like 2 weeks, and then like 2 weeks pass and you were like, I'm kind of over this name or this dress. It was kind of like that for the name Renee. I was kind of like over it, but I never got over Blake. I've liked that name since I found out she was a girl. Since in the beginning I thought she was a boy for 20 weeks, but after I found out she was a girl, I've loved Blake forever. So the next question is from Alyssa Petsnick, and she asked, did all of your friends stick with you? And yes, they did. All my friends really supported me, and they always were there whenever I needed something. They always asked if I needed something, or they understood when I was really nauseous or anything, because I know in my last video, I think I mentioned how I took them to In-N-Out and I literally made them hold their food outside the window because I was not about to, I wasn't gonna smell that. I was driving and I was so nauseous, so they totally understood everything and were there for me the whole time, even when I was in labor. I think in my labor and delivery vlog, I think I added a picture with them in the end, but I can't really remember. But yeah, they were there when I was in labor. They left work and everything, so yeah. Let's see. The next question is from Meisney07, and her question is, are you looking for any relationships right now? P.S. I love you so much. So I'm not looking for any relationships right now. I am just focusing on the future and saving up to get my own place with Blake, and yeah, I'm not looking for anything right now. Just focusing on Blake and I and adjusting, since I just had her a month and a half ago. So that's really my focus right now. And I love you too. Let's see. The next one is from S Maya 2005, and her question is, what is her middle name? So she actually has two middle names. Her name is Blake Ainsley Renee Sellers. So my middle name, like I said earlier, is Renee, and my mom's middle name is Renee. So I'm Taylor Autumn Renee Sellers, and my mom is Kimberly Renee Noel Sellers. So I wanted to keep Renee to keep going. I wanted it to be like a tradition. I don't know, but yeah, we're kind of like, we're Canadian, so, and Canadians, like, tradition is 2 middle names from what my grandpa said, but it could have just been my family, so I don't know. But that was pretty much what I wanted her middle names to be. So, and Renee's obviously mine and my mom's, and Ainsley is her dad's middle name. The next question is from Head and Shoulders ... So her first question is, how long did you hide it in school? So I actually didn't hide it in school at all. I started showing right away because I was so tiny from cheer. I was super tiny, so I started showing right away, so I never really had a chance to hide it, and I never wanted to hide it. It was just always like, okay, you know, I'm pregnant. I embraced it, I guess. I didn't want to hide it. I didn't want to become scared of it, if that makes sense. So I always embraced it, and I actually posted it on my spam account when I found out, so people already knew, so there's no point in hiding it, I guess. And her second question is, was pregnancy a beautiful thing? And yes, pregnancy was so beautiful. It just, I mean, you're sitting there and like your belly's getting bigger and bigger, and you're just like, I mean, in my head at least, I was like, I am literally like building a human. I'm making a human. I'm making a heartbeat. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it was funny because my stepdad would come home from work and be like, oh, I work so hard. I'm like, bro, I'm literally making a human inside my belly, so I'm working harder than you, like as a joke, you know, but I don't know, I just thought it is a really beautiful thing just to see what you've created and then in the end get to see it, and it takes 9 months and you're just waiting and waiting. It's beautiful. Let's see. The next question is from Clara Hemmingson. So she asked, where do you mostly shop baby stuff for your baby? So usually I don't really shop anywhere because I got everything from my baby shower and everything so far, so like I'm still stocked up. But if I do need to go shopping, it's really from Target, if that's where I need to go shopping, or if I need to go shopping somewhere, then I go to Target. I don't know, I like their clothes and stuff, but otherwise, yeah, I don't really go shopping yet, at least. I got a lot of hand-me-downs and stuff from my baby shower and stuff, so yeah. The next question is from I don't know how to pronounce this. Sorry, but I'll show it on the screen. It's the question is, what did the school say about your pregnancy? So I think I mentioned this in my other video that I was close with the school psychologist, and she helped me when I first found out. She helped me leave school that day and go to like a Planned Parenthood to figure out everything and get an ultrasound. So I went there, and so I went to her a lot during the school, but I was pretty much allowed to leave anytime. I was allowed to go. Can you hear Blake? I was allowed to leave pretty much anytime. Blake is with my mom, by the way. She's not alone out there. But I was allowed to leave anytime from class, not from school, obviously. But I remember one time I ran out of class because someone was making popcorn and it smelled horrible, and I was like, oh heck no, and I ran out of class. I mean, it was obviously, everyone knew why I left class, but I was like, can no one make popcorn anymore, because that was disgusting. It was funny, but otherwise, the school pretty much just said I can leave anytime, go to the nurse if I needed to, and go get a snack if I needed to. So I got free snacks during nutrition, like a 10-minute break between classes where I could get snacks since obviously I needed to eat for her to grow. So my school was really understanding. And they actually had a program every other week that I had with other pregnant girls. So they handled it really well. The next question is, from Maddie Greener. So she asked, do you regret having Blake at this age? And yeah, so I don't regret having Blake at all. I mean, obviously there's days where my friends are going out, my friends are going partying and stuff, and obviously I'm like, dang, I want to go with them, or if I want to find a babysitter or something, I know I can, but those days where you don't have to have priorities and like you can just go and have fun. I miss those days definitely, but regarding to the question of do I regret having her or not, I don't regret having her at all. I love Blake so much. She changed me for the better, I could say. I was really down and depressed a lot throughout my senior year. I was super sad. My dad actually committed suicide my junior year, so coming up to the year mark, my senior year was hard on me, obviously, and I was really down and depressed, and just like, obviously it was really hard for me throughout my pregnancy also, but like having Blake and having a companion there with you it helped me a lot. And yeah, she boosted my confidence a lot. Like, I'm here taking care of a child that could die without you, without me, she could die. So it's just like, I don't know, like, she boosted my confidence because now I know I can raise a human, I can take care of a human, I can do anything. Like, so she raised my confidence and everything, so I definitely don't regret having Blake. I love her so much. The next question is from st.audition7. They asked, where does your baby go while you're at school? So obviously I don't go to school anymore. I graduated in May. I finished my school. I didn't go on independent studies or anything. I finished. And so obviously she doesn't go anywhere, but when I do start college in January, I will have her go to, I would have her go probably obviously to a daycare and stuff, but I pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much a daycare, or if my family watches her, but they all work, so, and I do know the college I'm looking at has a daycare inside the college while I'm in class, so it's like, it's perfect. But right now, she wasn't old enough to go in the daycare yet. She has to be like 6 months, I think, so obviously that's why I didn't join college right now, because I had no one to watch her, so. Okay, my phone died. But the next question is from Hewo, Hewo, and they asked, why did you keep the baby? So I kept the baby because I just didn't want to get an abortion. I was afraid I would be wondering what life would have been like and been in my head a lot, and I was just scared of that whole situation. So I wanted to keep her. I wanted to see what life was like and just deal with my circumstances, I guess, if that makes sense. I didn't want to get an abortion, so that was pretty much why I kept her. And I also heard her heartbeat. I went to the doctors and they showed me a heartbeat and everything, and like once you hear the heartbeat, I couldn't, So the next question is from Merciful Mercy 001, and she asked, what were your parents' reaction? Do you have a video? Show it, please. and what is your favorite dessert? So I do have a video. It is one of my YouTube videos on here actually. And what is my favorite dessert? Probably pumpkin pie. I'm actually allergic to gluten, and gluten is everything, if you know what that is. So it has to be gluten-free pumpkin pie, but that's still good. So let's see. The next one is from Sweet Candies 02589, and they asked, what would you name Blake if she was a boy? So I actually thought Blake was a boy for 20 weeks, and they told me she was a boy, and then I found out she was a girl at 20 week. And so at the 20-week appointment. And so I was super excited. I wanted a little mini me. I mean, obviously I'd be excited for a boy or a girl, but as a girl, I just wanted a little mini me. So I was really happy. But the actual question, I would name her, I was looking at the name Carter. I really liked the name Carter. And that was pretty much, I was pretty 100% on that name for the first 20 weeks. But yeah, I wouldn't name her Blake. I lean more towards that as a girl name because I love neutral names. So I was leaning more towards Blake when I found out she was a girl. So yeah. The next question is from Simply Ashley 13, and she asked, did you get an epidural and did anyone at your school judge you? So I did get an epidural. I explained that more in detail in my labor and delivery video in my YouTube account. But considering that, did anyone at school judge you? No, they did not. No one really. I pretty much lived up to my pregnancy. I didn't hide it. I wasn't scared of it. So once I started showing right away, I showed it off. I lived up to it. You know, I wasn't the type who hid it or anything. So no one really judged me, if that makes sense. Because if I was confident about it, no one was going to be judgy. Okay, the next question is from Shally.Andrew09, and she asked, what was it like at school during pregnancy? So it was actually pretty easy besides walking around because I had a big campus, and also just the breathing, because she was always on my lungs, so that was really hard for me to breathe during class and stuff. But otherwise, I mean, it was pretty easy during school. I got a couple rides from our security at school drives golf carts, so I got a couple rides from them going from class to class, so that was nice. But otherwise, it was easy at school. The next question is from _Livy.33_, and they asked, would you do cheer again? And yes, I would. I'm actually looking for a team right now that I can join because I want to join cheer again. I miss it so much, and flying and the adrenaline. So yeah, I would love to do cheer again. The next question is from Joe Mamastos. I have no clue, but they asked, what do you miss about pregnancy? So what I miss about pregnancy is just having my belly and feeling her kicks. Obviously the belly is so cute, and just the outfits you wear with it can be so cute, but I miss her kicks all the time. They were just, I don't know, it's just that feeling of like them kicking and like stuff. So I miss those a lot. You know, it's funny because I think other moms can relate, but after you have your kid, you have what is called phantom kicks, I believe, and you can feel like a little tap inside your like stomach from like the inside out, like phantom kicks after you have your baby. And I felt some of those, and it's like, it's just you missing the kicks, if that makes sense. So that's definitely something I miss. The next question is from I love Chris Evans, and they asked, do you have any siblings? I do. I have an older brother. He is 22, almost 23, and he actually just moved to Hawaii, so I miss him a lot. But yeah, he loves Blake too, and he's the best uncle. And I actually have a stepbrother too. He just turned 18, and he also loves Blake. The next question is from Selena Peterson 1, and she asked, what is your dream job? So my dream job is to be a detective. That has been my dream job for so long, since I was like 12. I love forensics. I love trying to figure everything out. Like, I love watching the Netflix forensic stuff, so that is my favorite thing. The next question is from Pizza Baby Good. I think that's how it says. So she asked, does your ex help with the baby and money / child or something, support or something? So he does. He was just here a week ago hanging out with her, and he FaceTimes her. He's away to college, but he is supporting her, and he does help me with money and everything. So yeah, he's a good dad to her. The next question is from Salome Tato, and they asked, what's the hardest part about being a teen mom? So I think the hardest part is always worrying. I'm always worrying about her. Like, in the middle of the night, I'll wake up and look over to make sure she's breathing. It's just always that worries. Obviously, it's going to be the rest of my life, but I'm always worried about her, making sure she's doing okay and like everything like that. So I think that's hard for me, but otherwise it's been pretty easy so far, knock on wood. But yeah. The next question is from Ella Renkin, and she asked, what other names did you like for Blake? I think I already answered one of these. I think I said Renee. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, it would definitely be Renee because, well, I was thinking about Renee because our middle names, my mom and mine, like I said, but like I said, I just got kind of tired of the name Renee. The next one is from Ariana Barandaran, and she asked, were you scared of labor? I explained this more in detail in my labor and delivery video, but I was definitely scared of labor and just pushing out a human, I guess. So yeah, I was definitely scared of labor. I think this is my last question because this video is getting long. But the last one is from Haley M. Blessing, and she asked, are you in college, and if so, what's your major? I'm not in college yet. I am planning on joining in January, but what I'm going to be studying in is criminology and working towards my detective goal and the forensic and science and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty much following my dreams to be a detective, and I'm gonna start working on becoming one. So that's my goal in January. So yeah, sorry if obviously I didn't get to all the questions. There was like 200 questions, so, and this video is getting super long, but yeah, that's pretty much all the answers to those questions. So I'm definitely going to do another Q&A later in my YouTube, obviously, but yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe and like this video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye guys.